Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's production of Night at the Wax Museum. We thank you for being here. This production is performed by the Lebanon Area Homeschool Drama Group, and we know that your time is precious. You chose to be here tonight. And I was amazed last year, and I'm amazed this year at how many people come out to support this group. So we thank you for being here. We thank you so much from the bottom of our heart. Restrooms, for those who need them, are located up the stairs, out the back doors, and to the left. And for handicap accessible, to the left here, my left, your right. Local businesses in your program, there are a number of local businesses that have supported the work that we're doing here tonight. So we ask that you look through this program, find those local businesses, and should you require any of those services, we also ask that you support the businesses who supported us. The production tonight is scheduled for 2 hours. There will be a 15-minute intermission. And for our friends in the audience who may have epilepsy, we want to inform you that there may be various lighting up here that could affect you. Please silence your babies and control your cell phones. I'm just kidding. But in all seriousness, we are recording this production. So we do ask that you kindly silence your cell phones, and if you have children that need attention, please take them out of the auditorium to do so. And again, I want to give a special thanks to everybody that put time and resources into this production. It's immense. 5 months goes into this production. We've got people who custom make costumes. We've got people who put time and resources into stage props, sound, lighting, and various other things. Committee members. The Baptist Church lets us use their building to have practice. The center here provides staff and resources to help us leading up to this night. And so we want to send a special thank you to all of those people who spent so much time and so many of their resources making this happen. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. And can we have a round of applause for everybody that put time into this? For those of you who won't be keeping your programs, please drop them in the recycle container on your way out. And I would ask that you would bow with me for a word of prayer. Heavenly Father, we just come to you in the name of Jesus, and we thank you so much for the opportunity to be here tonight. Thank you for all the hands that went into preparation. We thank you for the cast. We thank you for bringing everybody here safely. We ask that you return them all home safely. And as always, we just ask that you help us to bring glory and honor to your name in all that we do. In Jesus' name, amen. Ladies and gentlemen, Night at the Wax Museum.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's performance of Night at the Wax Museum. We want to give a big thank you first to Community Baptist Church for letting us use their facilities to practice. We also want to thank all of our sponsors that are in our programs. Please check them out. We want to thank the Civic Center staff, and then also all of you for coming here and supporting us. If at the end of the show you don't want to keep your programs, we will be collecting them up at the top, and we will recycle them. So we would appreciate that if you are just going to throw them away when you get home. A couple housekeeping things. There are exits on either side of the auditorium, and then also up at the top. If you have to use the bathroom, you go out to the top and take a left. The bathrooms are through the glass doors. Halfway through the show, we'll have a 15-minute intermission for you to get up, use the restroom, stretch your legs, whatever you want to do. We are recording this production, so in order to keep noise to a minimum and to respect your fellow audience members, we ask you please silence your cell phones and just put them away, be present. You're going to love it. And then also, if you have any noisy children, we ask you please take them out until you can return quietly with them. So that's all. Let's go ahead and bow our heads in a prayer real quick before we start. Heavenly Father, thank you for this opportunity to come together as a community. Please be with all of our actors and actresses tonight. Let them do well. Please bless all that have made this possible, especially the parents. Thank you so much for all your many blessings, and let everything that happens tonight be for your honor and glory. Amen. All right, without further ado, I present Night at the Wax Museum.
Victor!
Did you see that?
You kicked Madame Bovary!
No way.
Get it!
I don't even know her.
Victor, get it, Madame Bovary!
What's that?
Oh, lake off, Nerdo.
Nerdo? I'm Victor the Magnificent, ultimate fighter. Right, Joe, my boy?
Whatever.
Yeesh. Looks like they served grunt pills at lunch today, huh?
Don't you realize what's going to happen to us today?
We have to get on a bus and ride all the way to... Where is this place again?
Waxington?
Wherever that is. And then we've got to work tonight and tomorrow in a wax museum.
It's violating our rights.
We don't have any rights.
We've been sentenced to summer school. Look on the bright side.
If we do this museum thing, we'll be paroled 2 days early.
I knew I should have spent more time on history.
How much time did you spend?
None.
Okay, Paul, you're not listening.
I'll rake all your leaves in your yard.
No.
I'll let you tutor me every afternoon for 3 weeks.
Still no.
6 weeks.
Rolf, let me put it this way. Passing summer school, it's your only chance, okay? If you blow this, you're gonna blow American history. And if you blow American history, you just aren't going to graduate.
Aw, come on.
Forget it, Rolf. She's a teacher. She's immune to charm.
Well, okay, I wouldn't exactly say it like that.
But I got a date tonight with Ellie Standish. You know what? She's a direct descendant of Footsy Standish, that guy who talks about when the Pilgrims landed.
Footsie.
It was Miles Standish. Dope.
I knew it had something to do with measurements.
Sorry, Rolf. I'd say after that, maybe you ought to flunk American history, even if you manage to survive summer school.
No, I'll go. I'll even come with a smile. See?
I don't know how you're going to make it to your date tonight, since we're staying overnight in Waxington. Remember?
Better call and cancel. That is, if you really do have a date.
Ladies, no need to be jealous.
Hey, has anybody seen Lupe?
Saw her at lunch today at McDonald's, working the cash register. Sometimes she cooks.
She's got 2 jobs, Miss Fairchild.
3. She just started at the Ritz 8 Theater.
Oh, well, I hope that she makes it. The bus driver told me he wasn't going to wait. Anyway, is everyone excited? Oh, come on. It's going to be fun. My aunts are so nice. Plus, they are so excited that we're coming. And they can use all the help they can get to open this wax museum on time. It's going to be a real tourist attraction for Waxington.
It sounds so creepy.
Wax museums are always creepy.
Yeah, like Madame Tussaud. I hear she's got a chamber of horrors, and you can just see the victims.
Hey, thank you, Joel. But wax museums are not creepy. Besides, it's not just a wax museum. They're going to have all sorts of other interesting historical items on display.
Miss Fairchild, interesting historical is an oxymoron.
Oh, good. Lupe, you made it.
Maybe you should quit one of your jobs.
I would, but I'm the only one in my family who has a job right now.
Well, hopefully this will feel like a little vacation for everyone, okay?
Oh, Julie, look at this. I bet it's 200 years old. Hazel, dear, have you seen my glasses? Ivy, my mother bought me this pattern from my wedding. And don't you tell me I'm 200 years old. I just feel like sometimes. Are you sure? Doc told me both these need replacing. No, I mean about the china.
I'm afraid Ethel's right, dear. at the catalogs, but I'm sure that's window for potteries, number 6, fireside design.
Why, Hazel, who needs a catalog with you around?
But I just can't get enough of this stuff. Imagine, it's all ours.
But Hazel, it isn't ours.
We're just the caretakers. Right, Skip?
I think that's the way it goes. But since you are the Waxington Historical Society, and Rufus Ravenscroft's collection was donated to the Waxington Historical Society, I guess you can safely say it's yours.
I knew we had the best hand man who applied for the job here.
Ethel, honey, he was the only handyman who applied.
Oh, shush.
That's okay, Mrs. Fairchild. I have to get my remodeling business off the ground, and you guys got to get the museum up and running. So we're in what you call a symbiotic relationship.
Oh, I've never been in one of those before.
It means we're helping each other out and preserving the memory of Rufus Ravenscroft.
He was quite the explorer, wasn't he?
He's the only person in history who visited every country on Earth in his lifetime.
Good news. Our helpers are on their way.
That's your niece's history class, right?
Only 6 students. They're what she calls historically challenged.
She means the goofballs.
They flunked history, so they have to take it in summer school. Heather told them to help us, or else.
Or else what?
I don't think Heather, Miss Fairchild, whatever be that mean.
Oh, that's right. You and Heather know each other, don't you, Skip?
We graduated from high school together.
Well then, I'm sure you'll have lots to talk about. Did we get John Adams' coat pressed?
Goodness, no. It's an original. Pressing it might have damaged it.
What about Cleopatra's dress? Oh, that's just a costume piece. All her dresses have disappeared.
But the jewelry is hers, and in one of his letters, Rufus Ravenscroft said some of his jewelry has magical powers.
Oh my.
Do you realize we've got the most amazing collection right here?
We do. And have I told you, Rufus was in my mother's class back when Waxington School was just one room.
I hear tell. He could not sit still.
That's right. He was always out of his seat, looking out the windows,
Dreaming of some place to go.
when his teacher told him he'd better sit down and do his work. He told her that he'd do his work all over the world
He'd see every wonder there was to see.
and bring her back as many wonderful things as he could.
Yes, and that's just what he did.
So I see.
Paintings from Paris,
Statues from Greece.
Jewels from Egypt.
tapestries from Spain,
And all those wonderful wax figures he had made.
commissioned from Madame Tussauds' own waxworks.
He must have been rolling in dough.
I hear tell. When he died, he was worth more than all the gold in Fort Knox.
And if you believe that, I've got a pre-Columbian Aztec mask that I can sell you. Boom!
Don't do that, Hazel.
I could have had a heart attack. Well, you're leaving your money to the museum, aren't you?
Aren't we, y'all?
We could use some money more than you.
And we can do just as well without you, you old battle axe.
If only we could find Rufus Ravenscroft's greatest treasure.
What's that?
We don't know. That's the thing. He only mentions it in one letter. He said he found the most valuable treasure in the world at a flea market.
But he didn't give us a hint as to what it was.
He wasn't the talkative type, I guess.
What do you expect from a man?
Oh, right. I know when I'm not wanted.
Oh, you don't have to go.
That's okay. I'll go put this bench upstairs.
And keep an eye out for Heather.
Such a nice young man.
And not too hard on the eyes, either. Well, looky here.
Is this a rummage sale?
I got a strange feeling that this junk is for sale. What are you doing here, Miss
your notice? We're here.
I see you brought reinforcements.
This is Polly. Say hello, Polly.
Oh, hello. Polly, want a cracker?
Hey, no smart comments about my girl. You hear?
Okay. I'll only make dumb ones.
That ain't funny, Polly.
Well, how come?
Why, of all the nerve!
Now, Miss Sneed, we're on a very tight schedule. We only have so many hours to get this museum up and running, so
how can we help you? By packing up all this junk and getting out of this place.
this happens to be the Waxington Museum.
For another 20 years, we've got a lease.
Yeah.
My grandfather's nutcase signed a lease like that.
Rufus Ravenscroft paid decades in advance, and we even have an option to buy.
But things have changed since the old coot kicked the bucket. Now that is no way to talk about one of our country's great explorers and art collectors.
Shame on you. Come here.
There are treasures from all over the world here. We've got Cleopatra's jewelry. That's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. And there's a treasure here that's worth more than Fort Knox.
Ivy!
Oh, Jolene, I heard a bus pull up.
What bus?
Our niece has brought some of her history students to help us write up the identification display signs for our museum displays.
Let's go up and give them a nice big welcome. You just want to try some of those cookies I baked for the children, Ivy.
I already did.
Why, you come here.
Come on. Please, make sure to lock the door when you leave, Miss Sneed.
And we hope it's soon.
Well, what are we gonna do, Ma?
I don't know, but we're gonna get this place, no matter what. Only thing standing in the way of new Waxington Mall.
And gosh, we need a mall.
I just settled for the $5 million they're offering.
Why don't we just boot them out?
We can't do that. Your great-grandfather signed the lease, and it's tighter than a drum.
I saw a TV show once where they had to break their lease, so they had a band come and play loud music.
Chester, is this the best you can do? Come on, we need a real plan to get this place.
Hey, what if we find that treasure?
It's probably just some dumb painting.
But they'd do anything to get it back, wouldn't they?
Wow, Jasper. Maybe being in labor with you for 20 hours was worth it after all. Let's get looking, you two. Something here's worth a bundle.
So that's all there is to it.
To what?
To what you have to do.
Do you all understand? We've got the notes here. You'll use the computers in the office to print the information out on these display signs.
And then we'll place them at the proper exhibits.
So what do we have to do?
Oh dear.
We'll tell them.
What were you doing, man?
Brush my teeth.
Say, that must be a very good book.
Madame Bovary, some women's lives are so romantic.
We got some of those type of women in the museum.
Anne Boleyn, Cleopatra,
Even Calamity Jane.
I never thought of her as romantic.
She was a man killer.
In her own way.
So, who's under here?
Oh, please don't touch.
Some of our wax figures are wearing original clothing. It's very delicate.
Don't you have somebody interesting? Like Dracula?
Well, we have the pirates and outlaws.
Cool. I want to write their stuff.
I'm sure they'll be very pleased. You talk like they're alive or something. Oh, yes. You'll have to excuse Abby. Some of these historical characters are like her own children.
I'd claim a few of them, but I wouldn't want to take the blame for most of them. And once you're finished with the display signs, we'll show you some of the beautiful things in our collection.
Children, why don't you come over here and start looking at the information?
Select the person you'd like to write about. Remember, we knock off at 10.
Make every minute count.
But I hate math.
Ladies, I think we'd better go downstairs and make sure our landlord has left the building.
Hey, fun day here.
Take care, youngsters.
Be good.
Have fun. This place is like a mausoleum.
What's that?
A place where you put dead people.
Oh, no, don't do this to me. Come on, Carrie.
Are you sick?
I'm out of hairspray. I could just die.
A fitting place to die.
Who even cares about this stuff? Won't give me a day for the evening.
All these people are 6 feet under.
Some of them without their heads.
Okay, that is just so gross.
Hey, look at this guy. He's wearing tights.
And she's wearing her nightgown.
Cool jewelry, though.
Wow, I wouldn't want to have a date with this one.
I'll bet she can bench 300 pounds.
Hey, look! A refugee from Treasure Island.
How do we get ourselves into this mess?
We flunked history.
Who cares if Popeye sailed the ocean blue in 1492?
Not me.
And what difference does Manifest Destiny make?
Yeah, what's she ever do for us?
And so what if Confucius said 1,000 crazy things?
Yeah. Man who run in front of car, get tired. Man who run behind car, get exhausted.
All right, guys, did you get all your instructions?
Do we really have to do all this work?
Well, you wouldn't have to if you had actually done your work during the school year.
But this is hard.
We really don't care about any of this stuff.
Okay, listen, you're probably all hungry after the bus ride. I just put some sandwiches and drinks in the break room. So why don't you go get something to eat, then you can come back and we'll all get started. Is that okay?
Food? Sounds good to me.
Victor, you don't even know where the break room is.
My nose will lead me to it.
So, Lupe, do anything for dinner this evening?
Looks like we're all going to the break room for sandwiches.
Like Miss Fairchild just said.
We have no other choice but to eat with you.
Looks like I'm on a date after all this evening.
Skip.
You got here.
I did.
Thought you were bringing some kids.
Yeah, I just sent them to the break room to get something to eat.
Never figured you for a teacher.
I never figured you for a... You know what, actually, I don't know what you do now.
I own my own construction business.
Well, that's impressive.
Not really. This is my first job.
Mine too. Everyone has to start someplace.
So how have you been?
Oh, I mean, it's been 5 years. I got over it.
I did not.
Oh, right, of course. How have I been?
Right. Everything.
You know, fine. Yeah, I've been fine.
Did you ever get my letters?
What, the 2 that you sent freshman year?
I never heard back from you.
I mean, I was too busy to write. I had a boyfriend then, and he didn't make a habit of standing me up, so...
I wouldn't call it a habit.
Oh, so only every other date, including senior prom.
I told you, I was pulling out of our driveway when my truck
Blew a head gasket and you got oil all over your tux. Yeah, I remember.
True. I sent you the dry cleaner's receipt to prove it.
So I sat at home in my $300 dress, and I watched Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
I didn't have any fun that night either.
Oh.
There was oil everywhere. I knew you wouldn't want to go out with a guy who smelled like hen's oil.
Oh, you knew that, did you?
Well, would you have?
You were always such a know-it-all. You know, you could have at least called me.
I did. I left a message on your machine.
Oh, okay, so you took the coward's way out?
You didn't pick up the phone.
Okay, blame it on me.
You know, you could have been just a bit empathetic.
Meaning?
You could have come over and helped clean up the mess.
Oh. You know what? I hope you were just about done with whatever it was you were doing in here, because I would like just a little peace and quiet.
Fine. I'll come back later.
You know what? Just don't bother. I'm just gonna go eat with the kids.
Fine. You seem just about as mature as you did in high school.
Ugh!
Women. Ah! Mrs. Fairchild, do we have any bandages around here?
I'm sick of looking everywhere for something that I don't even know what it is.
Wait your complaint. They almost caught us down there in the basement. Look around here. You might find something.
Gosh, look at this. It's my sure they got here by.
I've seen better stuff at Sears.
I hate it when it thunders.
You're just like Judy.
Who's Judy?
Our colleague. And come to think of it, there is a resemblance.
Hey, there's something carved on it.
What?
I don't know.
You don't read anything but tabloids. Give it here.
Go on, Ma. Read it.
Abba, dabba, sabba, snot.
Snot? Ma, we dead?
I don't know.
I hope not.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to spend an eternity next to you.
What happened?
A fuse blew.
Just how do you know that?
My daddy sounds just like that whenever he blows a fuse.
Hey, something seems mighty different about this room.
Well, I don't exactly see any of the guy's treasure lying around anywhere.
Treasure!
Treasure! Treasure!
Of course not, Polly. They've got the treasure hid real good.
Treasure! 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 Gosh, there sure is an echo around here.
Shh, someone's coming.
Hi!
Thunder? Maybe I ought to call myself Thunder. Victor Thunder.
Oh my gosh, Carrie, what's wrong?
They're gone! Oh my gosh, all those wax people, they were here just a minute ago.
Oh, look, I'm sure somebody just moved them. That's all.
That quickly?
Skip's a pretty fast mover. I mean, he does his work very quickly. Mr. Webster, he's the handyman.
Is he, like, your boyfriend?
Oh, you have got to be kidding me.
It would be just like weathering kites. Except that was a tragedy.
Hey, you smell something?
Just Victor Thunder.
I resent that. Ew! I do smell
like turkey.
Guys, something weird is going on here.
Okay, well, let's just go and find out where my aunts put the statue.
So, Henry,
The 8th.
that's too long, Schnookums. Can I call you Hen?
You can call me anything just so long as you call me Cleopatra.
Leo, to my good friends.
Imagine waking up and finding a jellyfish standing next to me.
But where are we? This is not Egypt.
I haven't the foggiest. Probably a new palace. The queen is always buying palaces. She goes through gold like it grows on trees. But I don't care where I am, Columbus. You're here and she's far, far away.
We shall spend an eternity together, my love.
Did I tell you I'm not very good at long-term commitments?
Then we shall enjoy whatever time we have together, for I am the mistress of Egyptian love.
And I'm the master of English cuisine, not to mention the king of the falling axe. Oh, but don't you worry your pretty little head about that.
Henry, I've got my head back on. Where are we?
And what are you doing with her?
Oh, why, honey bunch, we were just talking.
Oh, sure. She's got to be pretty special to get your mind off a turkey leg.
Is this your little woman?
Anne Boleyn, love of my life. Till I find someone better. Please.
You dastardly fiend!
You're the fiend. This man is a king.
He sure is. The king of fools.
Come on, Hank. Let me take you for a cruise on my barge.
If I could find it.
I could use a bit of fresh air.
I know I hear somebody cry.
Look! She looks like Snow White.
You think there's some dwarfs around here someplace?
Little boy, your man's job. Say, gorgeous, got something in your eye? I can get it out for you. Just hold really still. Hey, what gives?
How dare you approach the queen and speak so boldly?
You're like a queen?
The Queen of England. And before me, thou must kneel.
Thou must?
Kneel!
Look, lady, I have no clue who you are.
Guards! Guards!
Oh my gosh. Are you Anne Boleyn? Tragic figure of historical romance?
Tragic? Tragic? I'll give you tragic! Guards! Take them to the tower! Off with their heads!
This isn't England, toots.
See, there aren't any guards. And by the way, what year is it, lady?
Every fool knows it's 1535. And the tower is too good for you. You shall rot at Tyburn before being drawn and quartered! You can get up home.
Do you suppose?
Nah.
Yo, ho, ho, and a bottle of rum. Ha, ha, ha. It's good to be up and about again. I have been itching for a fight. But where are we? This is the Blackbeard sloop. Arr!
Shiver me timbers, where are we?
Thought you know, Blackbeard. You know everything, Captain. Always have. Arr!
All right, now tell me which one of you's got the treasure.
None of us. But we heard the word bandied about. You know what I think, Blackbeard? They took it. Arr!
Us?
I ain't shaven yet, but out stealing treasure.
Not us, Mr. Blackjack, sir.
His name's Blackbeard, fierce fire on the high seas.
And able to make a thief squeal like a stuck pig. And this beyond Bonnie
Arr!
and Mary.
Arr!
Lady Pirate?
Is that thing real?
Ouch! You gotta be careful with something like that.
It's definitely against school rules.
You could get suspended.
Aye, we ought to suspend them.
Only the principal can do that.
From the yard! With their eyes plucked out!
Even the assistant principal wouldn't do that.
I think we'll be going now. Nice to have met you.
Arr!
Tell me where the treasure is or you'll walk the plank.
I'd rather be suspended.
Ah, smart one, huh?
I'm in the 76th percentile for reading. The math, isn't quite so high.
Tell us where the treasure be!
We don't know about any treasure.
We here tell a lad of Ravenscroft found the greatest treasure of all, and he's got it hid nearby.
We won't rest till it's ours. And neither will you.
Oh my gosh. Is that an albatross?
Arr!
Blimey, the whippersnappers gave us a slip. After him!
After you! Thought about retiring, Blackbeard? Nice little place in Florida. She one of yours, Mary? Nay. But she be a fine recruit. We'll get her and it'll be just like the good old days. Let's go get her!
There's been no power outage. Are you sure? Well, thank you very much. Bye-bye. There's been nothing reported, and there isn't a cloud in the sky.
Then what was that thunder? And why the lights flicker?
You don't suppose this old place could be
Haunted, do ya? Say, that's a wonderful idea, Ethel. Best free publicity there is. Visit the Haunted Wax Museum. And on Halloween, we charge double.
I checked the fuse box. Everything seems okay, but there are a couple of wires that look a bit frayed.
We'd better have Skip check them.
Did you by any chance see anything?
Of course I saw things, Ivy. What are you talking about?
She thinks the place might be haunted.
Well, no, nothing like that.
Are you sure?
Oh, of course I'm sure. I didn't see anything except...
Except what?
Well, I thought I saw a pirate slip into one of the side rooms.
Blackbeard! That's ridiculous! I warned you not to eat that smothered burrito, Julian. You know your imagination runs wild after spicy food.
Angeline.
Oh, there you are, Heather. And how are the children?
A bit nervous.
Well, nothing to worry about. There's just a couple of frayed wires we'll have Skip look at for us.
Mrs. Fairchild? I was just down in the Colonial Gallery, and what'd you do with all the wax figures?
See, I was just going to ask you the same thing.
We didn't do anything with them.
We've been up here looking for a copy of the lease Rufus Ravenscroft signed on this place.
Are you saying the figures are gone?
Well, yes, exactly. I was just in the main gallery with the kids. One minute they were all there, and the next they were just gone.
Only the sheets are left.
Hey, Poncho.
Hey, Butch.
Oh, no.
You two figured out where we are?
Looks like some newfangled city emporium.
How tarnation we get here?
Who cares? The only thing that matters is we heard the magic word.
Treasure.
Are you really Butch Cassidy?
Maybe we're just dreaming.
Hey, Butch. I am.
So that makes you the Sundance Kid.
What are you doing here?
Last thing I remember was a gunfight in Bolivia.
And well, I was mighty sick in Deadwood.
Calamity Jane!
Howdy, old timer.
And you must be Poncho Villa.
See, but this isn't Chihuahua.
Did you ever hear of Rufus Ravenscroft? Can't say we have. Let me guess. He's buried his treasure around here.
And maybe
We don't know anything about any treasure.
We maybe can make it talk. See?
Oh, dear.
We like to be peaceable, man, as long as we get our way.
load up our saddlebags with gold.
That's all we ask.
So where's the loot? What are we gonna do? Any bright ideas, Mr. Webster?
Why should I be the one with the bright ideas?
Oh, I don't know. You always seem to know everything.
Oh, so that's it. Well, I don't even know what they're talking about, Miss Fairchild.
You know, the treasure, the mucho dinero, we want to be royal, and then we get the casa grandes, mujeres guapísimas, caseas, eh?
Pancho! Reel it in, partner.
So, you want the treasure, right?
So we're asking, ma'am.
Well then, all you need to do is go out that door down 2 flights of stairs till you reach the main floor. Take the 3rd door on the right. That'll take you to the jewelry collection. Find the exhibit that says Ancient Amulets, and it's in a little box behind the case.
That's a powerful lot to remember.
3rd door on the left?
We're much obliged, ma'am.
And if we don't find the treasure, we'll be back.
And we won't be so nice.
Adios.
Angeline, what's going on?
I don't know! But somehow, those wax figures came to life!
To life?
In all their glory, they're just as I thought they'd be.
What do we do about them?
As long as they find the treasure, we'll be fine. Great, but we don't even know if there is a treasure.
What treasure?
Oh, poor Rufus Ravenscroft. Got a bit cryptic in his old age and wrote in a letter to a friend that said he finally got his hands on the greatest treasure the world has ever known.
We've hunted and hunted.
But nothing. Cleopatra's jewelry is the closest thing we've come to a real treasure.
And I'll give it all to you if you hide us.
Please, there's no fury like a woman scorned.
Your Majesty!
And Queen Cleopatra.
Two royals of love in need of a hiding place.
Oh, Emily would be thrilled to see something like this.
Henry, where are you?
Help us, please.
Find this, quick!
Have you seen a king running around here with a floozy about this tall?
Floozy? Who said that? Oh, I did. Is such a quaint word.
So, where are they?
Why, go out that door, down 2 flights, take the 3rd door on the left. They're in the jewelry collection.
Figures. She wants my man and the crown jewels.
Oh, are you all right?
I don't think they put my head back on right. But I'll get used to it. Hear that, Henry? You can't keep a good woman down.
It's safe now. You can come out.
Good subjects, your king thanks you.
And I am eternally grateful.
Hey!
Knock it off, Cleo.
Aha! Oh, you thought you could outsmart me.
Oh dear, I thought we were taking care of that clever head on your shoulders.
I can't believe my eyes! They've all come alive and they're running amok.
I have to get to the kids.
I'll come with you.
No, it's okay. I don't need a man to help me with my students. Thank you.
Oh, dear Skip. Heather seems a bit put out.
Did you two have a fight?
5 years ago. I'll go fix those wires downstairs.
I got it.
Is that the lease? Lease agreement between Rufus Ravenscroft and Sebastian Sneed.
Good. At least one thing is going right.
We'll just show Violet Sneed that lease and tell her.
Tell me what?
To take a hike.
Why, of all the nerve.
Jasper, shut her up.
Polly, shut up.
You can't break this lease. We've done everything to the letter.
Check page 3, section 4, paragraph 1.
What's it say, Hazel? If at any time the leasee is caught holding wild parties, including but not limited to excessively loud music,
Yo ho ho, run!
Screaming or yelling.
You miserable excuse for royalty! Me, you're nothing but a scullery maid in queen's clothing.
Or the discharge of firearms. This lease shall be considered null and void. Well, at least you haven't heard any firearms.
Take that, dirt varmint!
Oh dear! We've got to do something.
Yeah, you're gonna clear out of this place right now.
Where did you get that bracelet?
Jasper gave it to me.
That belongs to Cleopatra.
It looks a whole lot better on Polly.
Give it back.
No way. It's engraved for me and everything.
Engraved?
Huh. Yeah. Real funny saying carved on the back.
What's it say?
How do I know? Abba, Dabba. Something or other. How do I know? It looks Bulgarian to me.
I'm calling the police. This place is a zoo.
Our service isn't turned on yet.
Fine. Give me your phone, Jasper.
Dead battery, Ma.
Then we'll get mine on the car. Come on!
What are we gonna do? We've got to get that bracelet back. That inscription must be some sort of spell or charm.
And that's how all the wax figures came to life.
Yes, if only they could help us figure out how to stop Violet's need.
Maybe they can. Jolene, you've got that gleam in your eye. I think that there's a way to get Violet's need off our backs and to get that bracelet back. Oh, gracious! Who is that? That axe looks mighty sharp. Could it be Lizzie Borden?
But Jolene, we don't have a Lizzie Borden.
I was kicking!
No, you went right from the crazy.
What do you think this is? The Lawrence Welk show?
I didn't know you were gonna stop so fast.
I'll be sure to flash my brake lights next time.
Looks okay in here.
Any of you crazy people down here?
You think they'd tell us if they were?
Coast is clear. Maybe.
We should have stayed in the Brooklyn like Miss Fairchild said.
Look, I know those pirates, or whatever, were just outside the one door.
How do you know that?
I told you. I could smell the rum.
So, we're safer down here, right?
This place is even creepier than upstairs.
Look at this plate. It looks like something Madame Bovary might have used.
Whoa! You think these boxes have dynamite in them?
Dynamite? No, of course not. This is a wax museum. Only the plates and stuff are real.
Those pirates look pretty real to me.
Hey! Hey! I got it! We're being pranked!
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Candid camera?
No. America's funniest home videos.
Oh, Miss Fairchild is trying to win the $100,000.
Yeah, but we'll make her split it with us.
Shh! Someone's coming.
How do you know?
I told you I could smell the rum.
So let's just play along.
Well, me hearties, look what we've got here.
Looks like somebody captured goods. But not very good goods. I don't see any gold. Not a jewel inside. Not even a shrunken head.
This would have never happened back home.
I hunting down a merchant ship, laden with treasures too numerous to count, but I wouldn't give to go back.
We'll find the treasure, mateys, and it'll be just like the good old days.
You guys are really good, you know that?
Blimey, the cabin boy's back.
Cabin boy? I'm Victor Thunder. World champion wrestler!
And where's bands?
Nice costumes. Did you pick them up at Walmart?
costumes, you be mighty brazen. You're talking to Mary Reed and me and Bonnie.
Are those names supposed to mean something to us?
We're the fiercest lady pirates on the high seas.
You're not fooling us.
But you certainly look the part. I mean, this beard is too much.
Oh, shoot up in the yard arm!
Excuse me? There's not a yarn arm for 150 miles from here.
Yeah, you gotta get up mighty early if you're gonna fool us.
Kids, are you guys down here?
Nice try, Miss Fairchild.
Oh my gosh! Quick, get back! Oh my gosh, get back!
Oh, as if you didn't know.
Kids, you have to listen to me.
We figured it out. I mean, sure. We don't always do our homework.
But we know when our legs are being pulled.
That's it! We shoot up by their legs and dangle over the sharks. First one to get their head snapped off is the winner!
They're really very good, Miss Fairchild.
You can even smell the rum. Well, that's because they're real.
I might find you two and want to find catch.
Don't worry, Miss Fairchild. We'll protect you.
Victor!
You guys have hands like vice grips. You must really work out a lot.
Quiet!
Maybe we could work out together sometime.
One more word out of you and I'll tear out your tongue and let it flop in the sun.
Let's fillet him like a herring. Let's split him from belly to backbone.
Let him go!
Go!
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You'll be the first to go.
Joel, the sword's plastic. Show her what you're made of.
Rolf, the sword's metal. Like, really sharp metal.
Glide off the gator in 5 seconds.
Whoa, cool.
And I'm inclined to say it'd peel your hide in less time than that. Want to test the theory?
No, sir. I'm good. I'll take your word for it.
Oh, Mr. Blackbeard, please don't hurt us. I apologize for my students. They're rude and unruly. They're just too young to understand.
She's really into this.
Then we'll knock some sense into them.
But if you hurt us, you might not find the treasure.
Treasure? You know where the treasure be?
Oh, it's worth the king's ransom.
Gold? Jewels?
Even if you mutual funds.
Tell us where you died.
Now you let me go. I know you have good manners, despite what the history books say. And let Victor go too.
We don't take orders from you.
Will you do for me? Let him go or I'll feed your gizzard to a crow.
You always say that, but you never do it.
This time I will. Tell me where the treasure is or I'll feed your gizzard to a crow.
Well, looky here. If it ain't a costume party, who is they?
You got names, pretty boy?
Butch Cassidy, ma'am.
Ma'am? Why, she's a stinky old battle axe than I am. Who be ye Scottsdale? Calamity Jane, that's new. Best shot this side of Mississippi. What incarnation are you?
Oh, Miss Fairchild, you went to so much trouble to trick us.
Oh, Emily, this isn't a trick. Listen, I can't explain it, but that's Butch Cassidy, and the Sundance Kid, and that's Pancho Villa.
Buenos noches.
Sayonara?
And that's Calamity Jane, and they all know about Rufus Ravenscroft's treasure.
Aye, and the spoils be ours.
Now, I hate to disagree, partner. That there treasure's ours. But dang, those little gals upstairs sent us on a wild goose chase.
So where's the treasure?
She be telling us, not you.
We beg to differ, you old sea swab.
Them's fighting words, you two-bit cowpoke. Maybe they ran off this way, Butch.
You're right, Clem. Trucks it right out that door.
Why, there you are.
Why, if it ain't the sneaky, lying claim jumpers.
Stake you out.
There weren't no treasure where he said.
Oh, well, we know that now.
empty-handed. Then where's the treasure?
It was stolen.
Them pirates get it first.
Oh no, but we know who did.
Aha. Aha. Well, I'll be danged. Come on, fellas. We got us a couple of no good brains.
So, doll, when Ma sells this dump and gets the $5 million from the mall developers, you and me take a real nice trip. Maybe go to Atlantic City, or maybe Myrtle Beach.
How about someplace real romantic, like Bulgaria?
Polly, what are you doing?
Don't it make just about the prettiest bride you ever saw?
Bride?
Someone a guy marries?
Who said anything about getting married?
You were talking about a honeymoon, weren't you?
Well, I mean...
'Cause I wouldn't go to no Piggly Wiggly with you. Unless we're married.
Well, that's a pretty big step to take, Polly.
But it's a step to take for me. Won't you, Jasper?
Of all the dumb things, no cell phone service. I could not deal with these idiots.
What in blazes are you doing down there, Jasper?
Jasper was just about to propose.
Propose what?
That we take the car and report all this to the police.
You ain't going no place.
Your lady.
You swap the treasure.
And we don't like folks that don't share.
Hey, what are you doing?
Get the heck off me! What do you think we are, cattle?
Head 'em up and move 'em out.
Where are you taking us?
How about heart? We were on our way to get married.
You were what?
On second thought, go ahead and shoot us.
Light the coast is clear.
So, you really haven't set us up, Miss Fairchild?
I wouldn't even know how.
Then what are all these people doing running all over the place?
My Aunt Jolene thinks that some kind of ancient spell is at work. Look, all I know is that no one is going to be happy until we find this treasure.
Well, there are a lot of boxes in the break room.
We can look in there, but what are we looking for?
I don't know, but I have a feeling we'll know it when we see it. So why don't you guys go on ahead, and then I'll look around in here and see if I can find anything. You guys stay together.
I'll stand be your bodyguard, Miss Fairchild.
Oh, Rolf, I don't know how to make you understand that.
Yeah?
There's a girl looking for you. The good-looking one.
Hot diggity.
Thank you, Mr. Webster.
Quite all right, Miss Fairchild. You do realize the effect you have on the male species.
I think you're exaggerating.
Not really. I just happen to be an expert on that subject.
Oh, so there you go, knowing it all again.
One thing I don't know is why you are still so mad over something that happened 5 years ago.
You know what? I really hadn't even thought about that night for the last... Oh, it's been 5 years, and then... Well, and then I saw you again, and it all
Haven't I changed?
You have. You're so much... Well, you know.
There's another thing I don't know.
Well, then I'm not going to tell you.
Can't you forgive me?
What kind of girl do you think I am?
Kind, generous, intelligent, beautiful, and forgiving?
Well, I'll bet you say that to all the girls.
Ha ha ha!
Okay. I think it's safe for you to let go of me now.
I can let go of you?
Oh, yes. I just didn't want you to get hurt by the crazy lady.
Thanks. I feel a whole lot better. You can protect me anytime you like.
Well, shouldn't it be the other way around?
Whatever you say, Miss Fairchild.
There she be!
Grab her! Never! We'll get the truth out of her last thing she ever does!
Think you're so tough, huh?
We'll make fast work of this one, eh, ladies?
Think we're a bit rusty, Blackbeard?
Aye, pull back, lads. Hoist the mainsail, run up the yard arms, and set sail for Treasure Island.
And next time, pick on someone your own size.
Hope there isn't a next time.
Oh, Hank, you're just like a big old teddy bear.
Oh, Cleo, you're everything I look for in a woman.
You're so sweet. What do you love most about me? My eyes,
The dazzle.
my lips,
Delicious.
my beautifully manicured hands.
And what jewels. They're fit for a king. And didn't you say you have a nice spread back east?
Just the Nile Delta and all of North Africa.
Room to stretch out in. England's getting so cramped.
So here you are.
Oh, sound like a bad parrot!
Look, lady, I don't see why you have to lose your head over this.
We are not going there, okay?
Then what do you want, Anne?
I want it all.
What?
I want London. I want France.
She even wants your underpants.
I've got a work who will make it happen. Come here, John.
Ah, you found him, I see.
Who's this?
John Adams, the second president of the United States. Mr. Adams.
It's an honor, sir.
Yes, well, thank you.
What is this president?
And United what?
The United States, the first independent and free democratic nation in history.
Mr. Adams here, he was one of our founding fathers.
I don't care how many kids you have. We don't want you butting into our business.
But you see, madam, I've been retained by Miss Tudor and Boleyn to represent her interests.
So go ahead. Give them the papers.
I've got them right here somewhere.
Cleo, what are we going to do?
I don't know about you, but I'm in denial.
Get back here. Henry, don't you run out on me.
Oh dear, where could those papers be?
I wonder who else is running around here.
I have no idea. Oh, Heather, hurry! Oh, Aunt Julie, what's wrong?
Pirates! They captured your studio! What?
Untie us, you miserable old relics. What'd she call us? Relics.
That is not nice, Senora.
I say we blow him to Kingdom Come right now.
You can't do that.
How come?
Because I'm too young to die. Tell us what you did with the treasure.
We never found the treasure.
Go on. That sweet little lady told us you swapped it.
She's lying.
Grandmama never lied.
So spill it, or you'll be sitting on the roof the hard way.
Bring him in here, matey.
Then we'll figure out a way to make them talk.
Looks like we got company. Itching for a licking.
You can't hold a candle to Blackbeard the pirate.
You'd blow up if we did.
The only ones who are gonna blow up are these three.
We don't have the treasure.
Kids, tell them. They have it. I saw them with it.
She's lying.
Yeah, they have the treasure.
That's true, whippersnapper.
Why, no, ma'am. We didn't find a thing. Has anybody ever told you you've got a really pretty smile?
Well, he does sweet.
Go on, Calamity. He's just buttering you up.
There's nothing wrong with a little butter, Sundance. Guys,
This old thing?
Got it at the dollar store.
Hey, you give that back!
Why, it's right pretty. It ain't no treasure.
Hold your seafaring sloth!
Who you calling a seafaring sloth, you prairie pigeon?
Come to think of it, you do remind me of you. You make me sick.
Well, you're a real lady killer, matey. One look at you and they'll die of fright.
See, when you were born, Senora, Papa, he threw humped at the store.
That's so. Well, if you were twice as smart, you'd still be stupid. Gal, why don't you sit down and give your mind a rest?
Stop it! Stop this fighting! Now I want this to stop immediately!
Graham, they started it.
Yeah! Shiver me timbers, 'twas they who jumped us.
Just get us off this dynamite.
Yeah, it could blow any minute.
That's not dynamite.
Says TNT right on the box.
Rufus Ravenscroft put his breakables in there.
He didn't think the shippers would handle with care if he just wrote fragile on them.
Why, of all the dirty tricks, that's pretty clever.
Maybe they be holding the treasure.
Arr! Will you tell your two idiots to knock off the R stuff?
My idiots, I thought they were yours.
Arr! Arr! Get him, Blackbeard! Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him away! Get him!
What are you tossing around? You big galoons!
Everyone! We found the treasure under some old books. It was in the break room closet.
Let's see the booty! Hope it's a lot prettier than that old bracelet.
Cleopatra's bracelet!
Come on, Ivy.
You got it, girl. Oh, watch your head. Oh, don't worry.
Wow.
Gold? Jewels? Diamonds?
Oh. It's an Egyptian jar.
Open it. Open it. Don't you dare open that jar. It's mine.
And just who might
You two be.
Queen Cleopatra of Egypt, and I, sir, am King Henry VIII of England.
Yeah, right. And I'm Santa Claus.
I'll just keep it.
Hey!
Give it back!
Oh, it's mine.
Hey, Pancho!
Give it to me.
Hey, you're just a jerk. That wasn't very nice.
Chauvinist!
Thanks, lady.
Get off! I say give her the bloody jar!
It's got her liver inside.
Ew! It's a canonic jar and two with a mummy.
Here you go. Ma'am.
Hello, liver. It's been a long time since we were together.
Now enough of this family reunion. You tricked us, gal.
That'd be a nice try, me. Where's the real treasure?
You know what I think? I think Rufus Ravenscroft never really found a great treasure. He just imagined he did.
You're a lying snake in the grass.
Hey, don't you call Skip a snake in the grass?
You went and kicked Butch Cassidy.
Last man who tried that got decorated.
Oh, sweet.
32.
If you want to shoot Miss Fairchild, you'll have to go through us first.
Emily, can we talk to you?
No, Emily's right. These big bullies need to be put in their places.
Bullies?
Yeah, which means you're probably all suffering from inferiority complexes.
Except me. I'm inferior to no one.
Henry, are you down there?
Don't let her find me!
Where is he, you strumpet?
You dare call Cleopatra Queen of the Nile a strumpet? What's a strumpet?
It's like a fluesy on the work.
Now, Anne, let's be reasonable about this.
This is John Adams. He's a lawyer.
How do you do, Mr. Tudor?
Your Majesty to you.
This is the United States, Mr. Tudor. We have eliminated all royal titles.
Hear that, Mr. Tudor? So go ahead. Give them the papers.
I've got them right here somewhere.
What are these papers, Anne?
Property settlement papers. Henry.
Whose property?
yours. I want it all.
Oh, dear.
Mr. Adams, these are letters.
Oh, yes, from Abigail. She does so like to write.
And a report from Paris signed by Benjamin Franklin. Yes.
I forgot to give that to George Washington.
And what's this?
I really need Abigail to go through my pockets occasionally and clean some of this out. Here you go, Mr. Tudor. You'll see that the terms are agreeable. My client, Miss Bowen, gets Hampton Court. You get the tower, she gets the silver, you get the lead, you get the flowers, you get the weeds.
Oh my! Oh my! Oh my!
What does he want? Lady, you sitting on a cactus or something?
The treasure! It's the treasure!
There's this paper.
What is it, Aunt Jolene?
It's a draft of the Bill of Rights.
Are you sure?
Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom of speech or of press.
Oh my!
Jimmy Madison sent that back to me. When was it? The fall of 1789, to give my opinion.
But there are more than 10 amendments listed here.
A few of them go crossed out. Too specific. Though I like the one about all men being guaranteed 2 weeks of summer vacation and the one on discount of Caribbean cruise.
That's no treasure! Oh, but it is. The Bill of Rights, it's the foundation of freedom.
This draft is
It's priceless, yes. Visitors will come from everywhere to the Waxington Museum to see this monumental piece of history.
Now, hold on there. We're a part of this here museum. Doesn't that make us a piece of history too?
Aye, we're not exactly chopped liver.
Speak for yourself, sweetie.
The lady's right.
Helene?
But she's right. All you wax figures are in this museum because you're a part of history.
We're learning all about you.
You're all in the history books.
Or better, or worse.
You all will be quite an attraction for the Waxington Museum. And people who love history will come from near and far to our museum because of this national treasure.
That paper's so valuable, lady. We want it.
Aye! We can hold it for ransom!
Sounds like a good idea.
We can do that too.
Actually, no you can't. It's one of the great documents of history.
Yeah, it belongs to every citizen who cherishes freedom.
Oh yeah? It belongs to whoever's got it. Right, boys?
Stay back. All of you back. Out of my way, Latin lover. Skewer your liver and put it in a jar.
You know, all of us.
Mrs. Fairchild, send it long.
Kids, don't run off that way!
Can't go on this way.
That place that got hidden in this man, and it's got to get us out. Yes, but now, where did I put it? Oh no.
Looks like I'm not the only one who needs to organize his belongings.
I'm sure if I read the inscription backwards, it'll reverse the spell.
Oh, I understand we need to go back, but I wanted to say it's been a true honor meeting you in person.
Thank you. And knowing that our work for freedom has stood the test of time, it's knowledge that I will always treasure.
Got it! You're sure you have to go? I mean, it's just that we all still have so much to learn from you.
Thank you. But you know this is not where I belong. Goodbye, friends.
Victor! Wall! You get off that rock! Just leave us alone!
Looks okay in here.
Look! There's statues again. What a relief.
You know, I think she was really into me.
She had kings and emperors drooling all over her walls.
Definitely out of your class.
Listen to the two of you. You sound like true history buffs.
Well, I guess we did learn a few things.
I want to find out more about Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Yeah, how'd they end up in Bolivia?
What have they got on Anne Boleyn? She was such a tragic romance.
I want to learn about those pirate ladies.
They were enough to scare anybody.
And how about Calamity Jane? She could have twisted Victor into a pretzel.
No way!
Is everything okay in here?
Did what we think happened really happen? Maybe we were just dreaming.
Gosh, Miss Fairchild, when you said we'd learn about history, we had no idea what we were getting into.
Believe me, neither did I.
Hey, did you know John Adams and Thomas Jefferson died on the same day?
Mary Read dressed like a man to prove herself in battle. But then she fell in love with a Flemish soldier. Isn't that romantic?
Butch and Sundance hid out at a place called Hole in the Wall.
Pancho Villa once invaded Mexico.
Sounds like you sparked some interest, Heather. It is okay if I call you Heather again, isn't it?
Well, I guess. As long as I can call you Skip.
And maybe we can go out for dinner this weekend. Kind of a rain check.
I don't know. I've got an awful lot of papers to correct.
Well, not if we don't do our homework.
Are you threatening me?
Whatever works.
All right, Skip. It's a date.
Date!
Motor, oil, or not. I'll be there.
Everything all right in here?
It's like nothing ever happened.
Except that we found the treasure, which is locked up in the safe, and I already left a message at the Smithsonian so that they can appraise the document.
And all of our friends are back where they belong.
So, how did it all happen?
It was the bracelet, young man. Cleopatra's bracelet. There's an inscription on it. You read it one way, and it breaks your fingers for life. Read it backwards, and they revert back to wax.
So, do you think they can hear us?
Maybe. So I guess we better watch ourselves.
We'll have to put that bracelet under lock and key to make sure this never happens again.
Say, whatever happened to Miss Sneed and her two pet rats?
Why, I imagine they ran out the back door.
Mrs. Fairchild, you don't have anything here on Lizzie Borden.
We don't have a Lizzie Borden.
But we saw her carrying an axe and everything.
Oh, gracious!
Name's not Lizzie. Edmundus Magruder, special investigator for the IRS.
What were you doing here all this time?
Investigating big case of tax fraud. Undercover.
The Historical Society always pays its taxes. I see to it myself.
Don't worry, you're just fine, but I've tracked the culprits and I'm calling you in for questioning now.
Yikes! Those wax pirates are still alive!
Quick, do the spell again!
Don't worry, they're with me. Also undercover.
Agent Whipper.
Agent Snapper.
FBI.
I didn't think we had that many wax pirates.
You can't do this!
We've got our rights.
I don't even know these two.
Don't worry, Miss Sneed. We'll make sure to take very good care of your building while you're gone.
It's not fair!
Yeah, this place is a loony bin.
You want to see what they got going on here?
I'm gonna report this place!
Don't waste your time, lady. I saw it all, and I still don't believe it.
She said it. In all my 83 years, I have never experienced a day like today. It's definitely one for the history books.
In the years following that chaotic night at the museum, Skip and Heather's renewed love led to marriage and 3 children. They were given the Vernon Wicks Wax Museum from Aunt Jolene and Julian Fairchild. Jolene remains the leader of the Historical Society and keeps everything running smoothly. Julene traveled the world collecting artifacts for the museum. Hazel was able to fulfill a lifelong dream of becoming a historical fact-checker for the Smithsonian, while Ethel enjoyed dressing up as various wax figures and scaring unsuspecting museum visitors. Unfortunately, Ivy's heart could not handle the constant frights. Her fortune was willed to the Wax Museum. Guilt-ridden Ethel had a wax figure of Ivy made so that she will never be forgotten. As for the history students, Victor, Thunder, and Joel started their own delicatessen that specializes in turkey legs.
Turkey!
Emily is a famous romance novelist. Her first novel was titled Romance at the Wax Museum. Rolf was cast on the game show Love Connection and found true love. Carrie is a well-known Hollywood hairstylist, and Lupe quit her job at McDonald's so that she could claim her $1 million grand prize from the McDonald's Monopoly sweepstakes. As for the Sneeds, Violet and Jasper were sent to prison for their tax fraud. However, during a prison transfer, Polly broke Jasper out of prison and they traveled to Bulgaria, where they were married. The wax figures never came to life again, and both the treasure and Cleopatra's bracelet stay safe and sound.
Treasure! 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 Oh no, not again!
Or do they?
Like Frank said earlier, they put in so much work. Of course, us drama mamas and drama daddies do too, but we are so thrilled that we get to do that. And they've just been amazing. I'm also so blessed to have an amazing assistant director, Katie Haney. And if you're a drama mama or a drama daddy, peek out from the wings, stand up, and we are just so appreciative of you guys too, because you put in so much work. So, oh, I see you not standing. Come on in. Stand up. We also have a few seniors tonight, and this is my 10th year doing this. My little boy was 8 years old when we started. I'm not crying, you're crying. And tonight he is one of our seniors. So we have Brook Sevcik, and we are so proud of them. And guys, we are just excited to see what God has for you guys, and we're blessed that we got to see you here.
1 second.
No, I don't want to. I was really working to not cry during this thing, so. Oh man, maybe it's like a lot of money. Maybe it's the treasure. Oh, they know me so well. Coconut almonds, chocolate covered.
All I got was flowers.
Oh, sorry, love. Oh, thank you. Well, they are going to go and in a moment, not yet, they are going to gently step down from the top of the very tall stage. And, oh, thank you, babe. And they're going to go through the side, and you guys can go up and get their autograph and shake, hey, hold on, and shake their, I see my daughter's the one already down. And then you guys can go up and get their autograph, okay? So they're gonna be right up there, so wait, and they can go gently, respectfully, lovingly. Thank you guys for coming, we appreciate you.